much. I appreciate. That means all of us here, we are multi-millionaires in dollars, right? So let's work together for ourselves. You have to together for yourself. They say rich people do what? Listen to instructions. Poor people do what? They complicate instructions. But this simple instruction, we've listened to it, and it shows that all of us seated here, we are open-minded to learn new things. Because I always tell people that knowledge is the only thing that can give you edge to others. So anytime you are being called upon to come for a session or to talk to people about something or to also pay attention to instructions, that means you have an edge to a lot of people. Okay? So this morning we're going to be looking at how successful people think about, how you can be successful, and the laws you're going to listen, you're going to follow for you to be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hilary Abua. I'm a 7-figure earner in the network marketing industry, and I've created multi-millionaires. Today, my organization alone is up to 8,000 human beings that is making money and they are eating on a daily basis. But my aim is to do what? Is to touch as many lives as possible. Because I believe for each and every one of us that are part of this earth, we are here for a particular purpose. If you didn't achieve your purpose of coming, that means you have not discovered that thing that the Almighty brought you to this earth to do. Because all of us, we are on transit. Whether you like it or yes. All of us, we are on transit. So the moment you discover that the Almighty wanted to do in this universe, it will help you a long way to do what? To achieve that, and to also do what? Help as many as possible achieve their goals. A lot of us are still seated here. Some people are still dying of hunger because you have not succeeded. If you succeed, you see a lot of people that will succeed because you succeeded. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? But because you are still struggling with your finances, because you are still struggling with your particular area, a lot of people, they are still dying. So what are you going to do? Seek for knowledge. So when you have the edge, you can help as many as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 4, 5 years ago, the person talking to you today, I was eating with poverty. I was a friend with poverty. But I understand why I failed. Why did I fail? Because I didn't understand the laws that the rich people keep to keep them to the age and the state they are in life. What do? I have to start looking for mentors, looking for tutors to guide me through the process of mentorship to become what? Financially free. So I understand that if I'm not financially free, a lot of things I'm supposed to manage in life, I am not going to do that. Because of what? There are some things. I have managed money. I have touched money. But at the time, those money that I was touching, all of a sudden, I couldn't even boast of 5,000 naira, even 1,000 naira. At the time, I was selling my properties. And I tell people, why can't I sell my properties? After all, I was the person that bought the properties, right? And I have to sell it for at least for me to eat. Because I tell people, as a matter of fact, any property you have today is an old version. The latest one is out. So then, I was selling all my properties. My wife would look at me and say, well, honey, do you want to sell? I said, don't worry, let us sell it. If what you know brought us this far, I think if we apply more, we're going to go more further. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not only a millionaire, but I've created millionaires. But we are aspiring to create billionaires. Not only billionaires in naira, but billionaires in what? In dollars. And as you are seated here today, you are lucky to be part of those billionaires. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be passing you through the laws that I kept. The laws that brought me to the place I am today. As a matter of fact, everything that is happening in life, there's a law that is following it. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? If you didn't obey the law of childbearing, what is going to happen? You're going to give birth. You're not going to give birth to any baby. If you didn't obey the law of gravity. If you throw anything up, it will do what? It will fall down, right? So as a matter of fact, the Almighty created this life, and these laws, they are there. It's a matter of you to do what? To obey those laws. If you don't obey the law, it will just seem as if you are just a visitor in this earth. And for you not to be a visitor, you need to keep intact of all these laws. There's a lot of laws of success, but this morning I'm going to be sharing this afternoon, I'm going to be sharing 4 laws, but if we still have time, I'm going to give you one bonus. And the first law you're going to be looking at is what? Number 1 is the law of, next slide, the law of thoughts. I'm going to look at the law of association, the law of leverage, the law of sacrifice, and if we still have time, we're going to treat the law of what? Money management. A lot of us went to school, graduated with good grades, with good university, good secondary school, but we'll find out there's something that is missing. Imagine going to school, the best university, the best place, and graduating with good results, and you still go back to do what? To look for money. Someone say error. Error. Had it been that we are taught Money 101 in university, Challenge 101, Disappointment 101, so when you are facing it in the real life, what's going to happen? You remember those things that you are taught in school, and you will do what? You apply it in your activities, in your daily life activities. But because you are taught calculus, you are taught the things that is not existing in the life, the real things that are not going to meet, you see yourself, when you graduate, you start moving up and down. And I call anybody that is moving up and down, a person is just as simple that he or she is hustling, moving to and fro. Before, after 1 year, 2 years, someone will tell me, I've gotten a job of 50,000 naira. Imagine your parents passed through university with a lot of money. Some sold their lands. But when you come out, what are you going to pay them with? You say, let me start here. Let me start managing this one first. 50,000 naira. And someone will go for Thanksgiving. Someone say error. Error is a big error. But today we're going to be looking at the laws that if you obey these particular laws, there's nothing that will stop you from being successful. So I'm going to start with the law of thoughts. What is a mindset? What are you thinking about? As a matter of fact, if you have not pictured yourself in the future you want to future, you will be at those that just brought people on this line that some people are making money, you are just there. What picture are you seeing yourself in the next 5-10 years? Where are you seeing yourself? Which kind of car do you want to drive? Which kind of house do you want to live? Which kind of life do you want to live for your family and for you? Is it the kind of life you are living today? If you don't have a good thought, if you don't have the good foundation, and I always tell people that whatever in life, you don't have a good foundation, that means you have not started. For you to build a tall building, you have to do what? Work on your foundation, right? Talk to me, guys. If you want to build a tall building, what are you going to do? Work on your foundation. If you know where you are going, if you have the mindset of where you're going to be in the next 5-10 years, is now that you start to work on your mindset. What is that you are thinking about? Are you thinking about money? Money is the last of it. What kind of relationship are you keeping? What kind of things is going through your mind, through your head? Is when you don't understand all these things. That means you need to start from level what? 0. And level 0, I tell anybody, is a good place to start. But when you don't know that you're supposed to start from level 0, you'll be acting as if you are in level 10. That means your own is completely what? Finished. Hello? Are we communicating here? Yes. Your own is what? Is completely finished. So what are your thoughts about money? We come here today to teach us how we can move from point A to point B. And a lot of us seated down here, which I know, they're actually creating millionaires in dollars. What are you creating? Are you creating people that is giving excuse? What are you thinking about? Because whatever you are thinking, that is what will do what? Will come to you. Napoleon Hill said, whatever the heart of man can conceive and believe, he or she must do what? Must achieve. So whatever thing that you want to create in life, start from what? From your thought. It starts from this man here. If you didn't work on this man, there's no matter what you're going to do, you're going to mess it up. So what are you going to do? Start from level 0. Start from this man. Start from here. Start changing your mindset. Start changing the kind of thing you think. Start changing the kind of thing that pass through your mind. What video are you watching? What people are you following? We're going to come there. Because if you didn't work on your foundation, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't work on your foundation, you're going to be like those that after building a house, the root is not strong, and for every little wind, they will be scared that this wind is going to carry their house. So I'm going to take you through the processes of your thoughts. Do you want to be a millionaire? Hope your thought is not the level of 0. Do you want to be 1,000-year? Do you want to be 100-year? Go. Go, 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 go. Okay. Do you want to be 1,000-year? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be a billionaire? What are you thinking about? I was thinking about millionaire until I met Mr. Smart. I met my mentor, Larry. I met a lot of people. I know that, Hillary, you are not even thinking. These people are thinking on billions. When I met Smart, I encountered that you have to do volume for you to achieve whatever you want to do in life. My mentality started changing. All my thoughts started thinking is billion. I think I've stayed enough in millions. I have to move. And I get to understand that if you are a millionaire in Naira, you are not a millionaire. Until your dollars, until your money is measured in the world currency, that is when you will say that you are a millionaire. At least you earned $1 million. Are we together now? Are we learning something at all? Hello? Are we together now? Okay. So what are your thoughts about money? Are you thinking in hundreds? Are you not even thinking at all about money? So let's look at what people think about money and see how we can elevate from there. I know one or two of us must have passed through what I'm going to show you right now. Next slide. Thoughts about money. What are you thinking? Is it the childhood thoughts? Is it when you were brought up? Is it what you are doing? What are your thoughts about money? When you start changing those thoughts, you are started at least from level 1. Some of us were taught rich people are greedy. Yes, rich people are greedy. If Jesus is not greedy, that means we might not be receiving this salvation. Hello? Rich people, they are greedy. I accept that. If you are not greedy, you're not going to make more money. This guy is a billionaire. If he's not greedy, he will not come here today. This guy is a billionaire. This guy is a billionaire. These are billionaires in dollars. Sometimes I tell people, even if they tell you that rich people are greedy, tell them yes. Must you be the poor person that is not greedy? Hello? Must you be that poor person that is not greedy? They say all fingers are not equal. Must you be that small one? Hello? Must you be that small finger? It's when you start changing your thoughts. When you start changing your mindset. Another thought about money is the politician. Only politician can have money. What kind of rubbish is that? And I've seen a lot of politicians that stumbled on money. After their office, they were not able to maintain that money. Some are begging. Some are going from ministry to ministry looking for contracts. And I tell people, if you ever stumble on money, you can never become financially free. Because that money will always make you think as if you have arrived. You have gotten money. That you are now in charge. If you are not part of the process of creating that wealth, you're going to lose that money in less than 1 month, 2 months. It's just time, right? Someone told me, Hillary, tell me about yourself in a nutshell. I tell them, sir, my story cannot enter a knot. Talk more of a shell. It's a process. I grew to where I am today. And that's what I want all of us seated here to do today. That if you start changing your mindset, it can take you to the level that you might not know. You look back and say, God, I thank you for the day I started. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're passing through right now. But first of all, you should have an open mind to accept whatever we're going to be teach today. Okay? So let's look at another thought about money, which is what? No one in my family has ever become a millionaire. Who says so? If you're not born a millionaire, don't let your children not have a father or a mother that is not a millionaire or a billionaire in dollars. You should be a millionaire. The same millionaire, the same air, the same sun, the same rain, the same air, right? So why are you thinking, why are you separating yourself from being normal to be abnormal? Why are you separating yourself from that? What are you thinking about money? What are your thoughts? It's when you start working on yourself. It's when you start working on this man here, you're going to achieve as many as possible. So let's look at another step. I did not go to school, so I cannot succeed. And I tell that person, one of the richest man, even all the richest people that you know their name in life today, a lot of them, they are dropped out from school. Yes or yes? They are school dropouts, right? Yes. Then who told you that only people that went to school that will make money? If you're an entrepreneur, you didn't go to school, I tell you, you are even better than that person that went to school. Imagine that I used the years I spent in the university, primary school, to develop myself. When Mentoladi showed us the video of one small boy that made his first $1 million when he's still 7 years, I asked myself a question. Hey, Larry, what are you doing when you are 7 years? Hello, somebody. Are you together here? Yes. What are you doing when you are 7 years? These people, they understand these laws. They understand this thing, and they started on time to train their children. That's why you see a lot of our children today, they want to make money fast because we're exposed to internet. We are used to making money the big way, but we're not part of the process. But if your thought is that I did not go to school, that I can't succeed, no. Please, when you go home today, tell anybody that have not gone to school that Hillary said, you can still make money even if you have not gone to school. Our generation have gotten a greatest gift in life, which is what? YouTube. YouTube is a very big university, if you know. If I want to learn anything, I give myself 1 week. I will lock myself in a room. I will buy a data. I'll make sure that I have at least 3, 4, 5 data networks. If I come back after 1 week, tell me about that and I will tell you how I can do that thing. I will tell you this is how this thing can work. Because of what? The asset we have, which is YouTube. If you don't know that you have that asset, you are living in this generation, you don't know that you have that kind of asset, YouTube, that you can learn anything, and you are blaming yourself for not going to school. Please rethink and start today. Because I tell anybody, today is still a good day. So the next one, let's not waste much time. The economy is tough. Yes, the economy is tough. But some people building houses in this economy. Some people are building houses in this economy, right? Some people are buying cars. My guy here bought one car yesterday. See, he said don't be him. It's well. But you can claim it. Claim it in Jesus' name. Without work, you can't claim it. So, let's move. Economy is tough. Yes, the economy is tough. But some people are still making money in this economy, in this tough economy. Some people are still making it big. What excuse are you giving yourself? our brain is designed to give us excuses. If you're not giving yourself excuses, that means you'll go far. So next one is what? There's no money in the country. Yes, there's no money in the country. Nobody knows. Even our naira is 500 naira per dollar. But people are still doing mighty things. People are still doing a lot of things with that. Stop giving yourself excuses and start changing your mindset that I can achieve this. You set yourself a target and you place your goals to that target. Within a particular period that you place yourself on that target, you're going to achieve that. In Jesus' name. Receive it. A lot of people said amen. But someone said that no matter the amen that you said, if you didn't do work last week, you're not going to do what? End this week. So you have to put it in work. You have to put it in practice and make sure that you achieve that you want. So the last but not least, I need to work a job before I make money. The last but not the least, unworthy thoughts from what? From childhood. Who do you think I am? Rockefeller? Money does not grow on tree. Go and tell your headmaster that I don't have money today. All those thoughts shaping our mind to what we are supposed to have in abundance. I tell you, sir, yes, sir. Imagine that you are giving birth by Dangote, and that Dangote son is you today. Would there be any complaint about there's no money? No, right? So it's in our mind. No matter what, if you give birth a little baby today and start telling that baby there's an abundance, there is this, there is that, there is this, there is that, that baby will grow to that. And no matter what happens tomorrow, he will say that my daddy said that I am a king, that I have an abundance. That child will not know any thought of, hey, there's no money. Let us do this. Save. It's good to save. But it's good to also open your mindset. Someone somewhere went somewhere day before yesterday, and when he got there, he said that he didn't know that they are babbing 4,000 naira there. And I asked the person, must you be looking for where they will bab cheap, 200 naira? Imagine after cutting your hair, then they tell you your bill is 4,000 naira, sir. You tell them, no, he's not babbing, he didn't do Jericho, he only cut your hair. Someone say error. When you go to a hotel, you are looking for the cheapest room. Must you be that poor? No. If you work yourself out to a particular place you want to be in life, what are your mindsets? Start shifting your mindset. We are structurally disadvantaged that anything that we do today is because people are doing it. What are you learning? What are you putting into practice? Ask yourself that question. And when you understand and ask yourself that question, you move further. So let's move to the second law that I want us to share today, which is law of what? Law of association. Let's read it together. You are the average of 5 people you spend your most time with. Let's go. 1, 2, go. Who are you spending your time with? Your precious time, who are you spending it with? Is it people that talk about how to go and smoke? Is it people that talk about how to go and do anything that cannot give you value? I told you guys I was thinking in millions. I was thinking I've arrived. At least I'm making millions. I'm making 7 figures until I meet this volume guy here. He now told me that, hey, oh boy, if your money is not measured in dollars, you're not yet a millionaire. That day I went home, I told my wife, I don't think we are millionaires, so we need to triple our effort. For just meeting him, it sparked something up in our heads. And we went and did a tour that we have not done before. Because of what? Our associations changed. We are mingling with people that was talking about millions. At least those people that have arrived. And we are happy that we are producing millionaires. But we make people that is producing billions. That is how it is in life. If you work with 10 millionaires, you will become the 11th millionaire. I don't need to tell us about that. Who are you following? After listening to us today, you might go home and still meet Keke na Pepe people. Who are you following? Have you asked yourself, have you asked yourself a question? This person that is in my space, in 5 years, what am I going to get from this person? What am I going to give to this person? It's when you start deassociating yourself with all this mess, you start seeing the good in you. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you are drawing me back, I'll do what? I'll just keep my hands like this. And you remove your hand. I have to move ahead. Yes or yes? Don't let anybody tell you you can't achieve anything. Or when you're talking about success, the only thing the person will tell you, how can you work? You know, some people are like that, right? When you bring a good idea, someone will give you 110 reasons why that thing will not work. Hello? Talk to me, guys. Hello? Are we together here? When you bring a wonderful idea, you just say, let me go and share with Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam will now tell you, how sure are you think this thing is going to work? The economy is tough. There's only rich people that can give you money. Even you that brought the idea, you start asking yourself questions. How am I sure this thing is going to work? Have you happened to anybody here? Hello? Have you happened to anybody here? Let me see your hand up. Thank you. Prayers together for yourself. Today, start deassociating yourself with those kind of low mentality people that cannot take you far from what you want to achieve in life. It's good to deassociate with them. And when you become successful, they will be the people to run to you to tell you, bros, please show me way. I know people that was not talking to me when I was down, but today, all of them have joined my business. They say, if Hillary is making this kind of amount, Kai, I want to make this amount. But when things were rough, I went to them, bro, let's do this business together. I said, please go. You want to use me and make money. Result is what? End of argument. Go and produce results. Associate yourself completely with them. Make sure that you don't even put them in what you are doing. Because they're going to bring that spirit of bring you down. And when you succumb to that, you might not achieve that goal you want to achieve. I want to learn something at all. So let's look together on things. Go back. No. The next slide. Okay. In association, when you are close to your destiny, I always tell you to do what? Narrow your circle. Imagine a plan that I just gave you an example right now that can give you $10 million. And you went and meet this Mawaga here. And you tell you 101 reason why that thing is going to work. Tomorrow, if you bring anything, will you go and show him? Talk to me, guys. Will you go and show him? No, right? Because of what? Because of what? He can discourage you in what you want to do. So when you are close to your destiny, narrow your circle. Your elevation will determine what? Separation. Please be very, very blunt about this. Your elevation will determine separation. If you have been my best friend and where I'm going, you don't look like where I'm going, man, I'm going to leave you behind. When I get there, I will carry you. Because if both of us are sitting down, we cannot lift each other. Let's try this, sir. Please lift this guy up. Let me see. Lift him as sitting down. No. Hello, I'm doing an analogy here. Please pay attention. No, don't see that. Say, just lift him. See, he cannot lift him right now, right? Please stand up and lift him. And when he stand up and lift him, what he's going to do? He'll put all his pressure, all his weight to do what? To lift this guy comfortably. Imagine that you are associating with this kind of... It will determine separation. Be blunt. Make sure that nobody talk you down. Make sure that nobody pull you down in where you are going. Because if they pull you down, you're going to remain down. Hello? Are we learning something at all? Okay, so let's move. The law of what? Leverage. Ladies and gentlemen, when I understand this particular law of leverage, it has helped me and a lot of people in my community to move from point 1 to point B. It's a big error that you are earning once, or you are earning from one source of income. While if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, the person that you are looking at is a billionaire. I always tell people that Jesus is a billionaire. That's why you have an accountant. Which poor man have an accountant here? Hello? Have you seen any poor man that have an accountant? Let me call my accountant. Probably have 3,000 in my account. Accountant, oh, please, how much is that account? What do poor people do? They will go to bank and will do what? Withdraw 1,000 and tell you that tomorrow we're going to use this to cook. Poor mentality. Poor mentality. You must always earn in leverage. Leverage is the law of success. That when I stumbled on this particular law, understand that if you are a Christian, if you are a Muslim and you are working for someone and you are earning once a day, is an abuse of mandate. You are mandated to be successful and you are earning once a day and you are thinking that you are doing very well in your endeavor. Please, I always tell my people, if you don't earn in leverage, you will end up in the village. Do you hear that? If you don't earn in leverage, you will end up in the village. Look at the rich people, the Dangotes. If the Dangote have 56 sources of income, who am I to have one? And I'll be bragging. If a Denuga have a lot of sources of income, if the Zenith Bank have a lot of branches, and also a lot of businesses, who am I to be bragging? So if you don't earn in leverage, very soon you will see yourself in the village. You'll be taking palm wine. Hello, somebody. Are we together now? So law of leverage is what separates the poor from the rich. Who know Pure Bliss here? Pure Bliss biscuit. If you know Pure Bliss, let me see your hand up. Haba. Madam, you don't know Pure Bliss biscuits? Okay. The owner of Pure Bliss biscuit is making 25 naira in each Pure Bliss biscuit someone opened on a single day. He's leveraging on the whole Nigerians. Please calculate 25 naira times 500. Just 500 people. Imagine in Abuja a day, only 500 eat Pure Bliss biscuits. It's more than that, right? Who are you leveraging on? The owner of Indomie, Downfield came to Nigeria and said, wow, see population. This is money. And went back home and called his family members. Please, I have seen a solution. I've seen a place that we can make money to eternity. And some didn't listen to him. And he came back to Nigeria and started Indomie. Let's take analysis of Indomie everybody eats every morning. Only children alone. He's leveraging on Nigerians. But when you tell a poor person that you should know how you can leverage, the person will tell you, no. I'm good in what I'm doing. And every morning when you wake up, you are paying bills. Hello, somebody here. Who knows that if you are sleeping, you are paying bills? Who knows that? When you are sleeping, you are paying bills. I want to see your hand up. If you are sleeping, you are paying bills. The lights, the AC, right? Your house rent. Is bills. So if you don't earn in leverage, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to end poor. People are making money in your head on a daily basis. Who are you making money on his head, on our head? People say that is a sin. It's leveraging on all of us. Imagine our Lord Jesus Christ, when he came down for an earthly mission, he alone can do that job, right? Hello, talk to me, guys. Our Lord Jesus, as the Messiah, he can just say, boom, this thing happened, and it will start happening. I'll say, everybody, move this side. Everybody will just move with one my hand. But he did what? He looked for a team, first of all. The law of leverage. What Peter can bring to the table. What John can bring to the table. What Silas can bring to the table. Even Judas. So in everything that anybody is doing, make sure that you are leveraging. That's why the gospel is still spreading all over the world. Hello, somebody here. Are we together? Are we learning something at all? So if you don't earn in leverage, you will definitely earn in the village. And village is not a good place to be. Village is just good when you go there, you retire with your palm wine and unkobi, you know. But what are you going to do to earn in leverage? That is the kind of opportunity I brought to you today. That haven't listened to that opportunity, you can see an avenue to earn in leverage. I will end with this. If River Jordan is watered by 4 rivers, right? Hello? That river, that Garden of Eden should be you. You should have at least 4 sources of income. If you have 1 source of income, it's an abuse of mandate. Let it get to your head. If you have only 1 source, it's an abuse of mandate. I went to train some medical doctors and in the Federal Medical Center Owerri, and someone told me, sir, I don't understand what you're saying, but what I'm doing is that I'm doing this job so I will train my children. So after when I retire, my children will come and train me. I said, mommy, please, reduce your voice. The generation that we are right now, you even call your mother probably 2 or 3 times a week, right? Yes or yes? How about, talk to me guys, yes or yes? The generation that is coming, these little children, they don't send you. Especially if you didn't keep anything for them. I say, I better leave that guy, may go die there. Please, if you are listening to my voice, I want you, when you get home today, start seeing an opportunity that you can earn in leverage so you can start planning your future. You can start planning your retirement. You can start planning that thing that you want to do when you retire. So when you retire, you don't need to come and ask anybody for money. Because of what? You have planned yourself. When I met this man here, he told me his 20 years goal, his 10 years goal, where the world is going. I was like, hey Larry, you are still planning for 5 years and 10 years. Some people are planning for 20 years. And someone asked me a question, what if I die? Who have died before and come and tell you how dying is? Have you seen anybody that died and wake up and come and tell you this how? Wait until you die, but be doing the right things you're supposed to do. Don't tell me it is an excuse that you're going to die. What if I die in 5 years? What if I die in 10 years? That's why you're going to plan yourself. Plan yourself. Tell your neighbor, plan yourself. So let's move. So the 4th law I'm going to talk about today is what? The law of sacrifice. Hello, what do I say? The law of sacrifice is the law of success that I don't joke with anywhere I go. The law of sacrifice. Sacrifice is a scar to star. If you don't sacrifice the life you are living for the life you want in future, you remain in pains, you remain in regrets. Hello, somebody here. Are we together? It will first of all pain you before you get that result you are looking for. It will first of all make you feel as if this world has come to an end before you get that result you are looking for. Imagine a medical doctor pass through university 7 years and 1 year housemanship, right? That kind of sacrifice, going through lectures, whether it's raining or it's sunny, you have to go to that class. You have to come back. You have to read your book. Those pains you are passing through is a sacrifice. If you want to become financially free, you have to pass through some mentorship. The books you're going to read. When I realized that what I know will not take me far, that I need to be a slave to knowledge, I bent down and I started learning. I started following processes. I started reading books. That is when I met the likes of Ladi, the likes of Dr. K.K. Chukwuemani. I started reshaping my mind. I started working on my foundation because I know if my foundation is not right, I cannot get it right. Are we together here? I started making those sacrifices. But before, when I come back, I'll just go to bed. I'll just watch television. What sacrifice are you making to achieve that your life, the kind of life you want to live in future? I always tell people, you have not pictured your future. If you're not pictured yourself in the future you want to feature, that means you have not understand where and how you are supposed to start. You're supposed to make sacrifice. If you are used to watching YouTube, if you are used to watching Facebook or Z World, you can make a sacrifice that 1 hour I'm going to read so and so books. There was one time I was listening to Mr. Famous, and he was talking about how many books he have read. That when he understands that he failed in a particular contest, you have to go back and become a slave to knowledge. And today he's a star. And today he's celebrated. He made a sacrifice. Those pains of reading, of staying awake 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, you are still reading. You are still impacting yourself with a lot of knowledge. That is sacrifice that you can't give yourself for the future you want to be in. What are you sacrificing? Someone told me that this thing cannot work for me. For anything that can work for you, what do you do? What are you going to do? You learn how. Tell your neighbor, learn how. There's nothing. Nobody was born a medical doctor. Nobody was born a pilot. Nobody was born a nurse. They pass through process of what? Of learning. And that learning they pass through the process is what? Is the sacrifice they are giving for the particular contest they want to achieve. Are we together now? Hello, are we together? What are you sacrificing for? So what are you doing presently? You're a student. Mommy, what are you doing presently? You're working. I want someone, maybe probably a doctor or a nurse or any profession here. Any profession? Haba. We don't have any profession, even if economics. Kai is an error. Okay. A what? Engineer. Okay. So, mommy, before you become an engineer, you pass through a lot of training, right? You pass through a lot of training, right? That training that you're passing through, were you happy when you're passing through a lot of that training? You find it difficult to read. You find it difficult to do some things. But because you want to become an engineer after 5 years, what did you do? You became patient and you waited for that 5 years for you to become an engineer. So you have to sacrifice for anything that you want, and you have to do it diligently. So let's move. I told you, do we still have time? Okay. So I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm not seeing anything. Okay. So I'm going to give you a bonus. I was supposed to talk about 4 laws. There's a lot of laws of success. But remember, if you don't obey any of these laws, you're not going to be successful. If you didn't obey any law of these laws I've just mentioned, you're not going to be successful. Whether you are a prayer warrior or you are a prayer anything, you have to obey the laws of money, and money will remain with you. You have to obey the law of what? Of childbearing, and you give birth to a child, right? You have to obey the law of success, and you become what? Successful. Okay, so we're going to look at the last law before I call up another genius to come and talk to us this afternoon. That is the law of money management. Hello, tell you about law of money management. Law of money management is one of the things that I learned in a very hard way. To whom little was given, and he or she managed it very well, when he's given the whole universe, what will happen to it? He will do it perfectly well, right? But what if they gave you little and you are not able to manage it very well, what is going to happen to it? When they give you probably the biggest amount you have not seen in your life, you're going to squander it, right? Tell your neighbor, manage your money very well. So we're going to look at the law of money management. If I go through your account right now, a lot of us have made a lot of millions, a lot of billions in the last 5 years, even this 1 year, even these 6 months. But that money is not in our account because we lack the law of money management. Someone will tell me, I've been doing crypto for years. I've made so and so amount of money. If you ask the person, where is the money? He'll be opening his hand and he'll be closing his hand like this. I don't know, maybe I use it to put in a trade, and the person lacks the law of money management. For everything that you are doing in life, you're supposed to give yourself a target. And that target will make you draw your goal. And from that goal, you can achieve your target. If you are doing anything in life, you have made a lot of money in life before, and you didn't obey this particular law of money management, you're going to see yourself begging for money when you know that a lot of millions have passed through your account. That's why you see some senators begging for money. Some people that have touched money before, begging for money because they just understand that this is money. I can spend it anyhow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not like that. If you want to be successful, you have to obey the law of success. Someone will make first 1 million or first 10 million or 20 million in his life. You want to go and buy a house. You want to go and buy a car, exotic car. You want to show off. Why? Because you lack the law of money management. As a matter of fact, as human, you're supposed to have at least 3 accounts. First thing, it can be your expense account. Second one, it can be your helping others account. And third one, it can be an account that you save. You used to save any money that you want to do investment. On that helping others account, if you put money there and someone asks you for money and you still have money there, is in that helping others account that you put hand and give the person and help the person. Once there is no money there, even if that person like, let him cry broad. Hello? Hear it from me like today. Even that person like, let him or she cry out blood. You don't have money to help at that moment. Let him give you probably next month because you have a target that every month you are putting a so and so amount in this particular account to help you do what? Do your charity and do a lot of things. But if you don't know how to manage money very well, it will become an impediment that even anybody can wake up anytime and ask you, sir, when they pay you salary or when they pay you money, village people will call you. Mommy is not feeling well, and they need money from you, sir. And you say, hi, it's my mommy, oh, it's my brother. Oh. You put money from that your account and do what? And give. And put yourself in perpetual poverty. That you keep on repeating the same thing and expecting a different result. That is law of insanity. You can't keep on doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You want to become successful, you cannot manage money. Try it today. When you get home today, any money that comes to your account, divide it into 3. Put 1 in your helping others account, put 1 in your investment account, and put 1 in your family account. That is where you pay your house rent, your salary, and so on and so forth. If you do this, not when an opportunity will come, you will tell someone, please, I don't have money now. Wait till the end of the month, they pay me salary. You're not a plump person, you're a poor person. Hello?
Hi.
Are we learning something at all?
Yes.
So if you want to become successful in life, you have to understand the law of this money management. It has kept people in abject poverty. That they don't know what they are doing again. They just know that they're going to collect salary at the end of the month. When you ask them, what do you do with the salary? They'll tell you, just forget about it. Next month is coming. And before that next month will come, they have spent that salary probably 70%. And they keep on repeating the same thing and expecting a different result. And when they go to church and they tell the person, receive, you're going to be a billionaire, the person will shout, amen. But you cannot do what? Manage that little amount that was given to you. You cannot be a billionaire if you cannot manage 1,000. If you cannot manage 1,000, if you cannot manage 100, you cannot manage billions. Are we together now? So for you to become successful, you have to obey this law, especially this law of money management. So I want us to see an illustration. Let us look at this woman here. This woman that you are seeing on my screen right now, she won a $10.5 million lottery. And let us go together and see how she lavished this money. And when she was asked, she said she's not prepared for the billionaire lifestyle. Today, she's riding bicycle to work. Say to Fiakwa. Say error. Imagine 10.5 billion enter your account. The money should multiply that in next 1 year, you should produce $500 billion. I always tell everywhere I went to train that let the story of this woman I'm going to read about right now, let it not be your case. Imagine $10.5 billion enter someone's account. And what she did was what? She started borrowing people money. He started buying a lot of things. He started doing a lot of naughty things. That today, she rides bicycle. Bicycle is not the new one, no. Long John to walk. Is it not a big error? What law did she lack? The law of what? Money management. The law of money management. Please put all the slides so we can read it together. If you can see it, please read with me. 10.5 billion lottery winner. She took fancy trips, throw fancy parties, give friends and family hangouts and loan, which was not paid in some cases. Listen very carefully. She said she was lured into purchasing all the trips that money can buy. A big house, fancy cars, designer's wardrobe. Before she knew it, all the winnings had evaporated. Someone say error. She claims lack of financial advice and uncontrolled spending led to her downfall. Imagine $10.5 billion. Kai, I know some people are imagining this kind of amount in their back now. Kai, Samsung have already started doing 10.5 million. I think I will put this in this. For Saudi, will take this. Okay, real estate, this one. In the next 10 years, come back and see this money in bank accounts that multiply to billions of dollars. So, she admits she was unprepared for the millionaire lifestyle. The only thing you can do to yourself, if you are listening to the voice of me now, the only thing you can do to yourself is to do what? Is to become a slave to knowledge. Become a slave to knowledge. Knowledge is what will give you edge to a lot of things. If you want to become successful, go and study. If you want to become successful, follow billionaires. Don't do what they say you should do. Do what you see them do. You become millionaire in no time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have gotten value, please, I want to see your hands together. Put your hands together for yourself. But don't worry, the person I'm about to call right now, what I just did now is to do what? Is to just put on your shoe. That person is going to do is coming to do what? Put the coat on you. So you'll be prepared for the billionaire lifestyle that you want to live. Your future life, the kind of lifestyle you want to live, you will be prepared for it. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome on stage my friend and my brother. He has been talking, have made a lot of people successful as well. He have also touched dollars, not naira. If you are still touching naira, you are still a child's play. Okay? What's your name again? Andrew. Yeah. Okay, so prayers together as we welcome Mr. Andrew to the stage. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Hope you got value, right? You got value, right?